Hi there, this is Chris from classicalguitar.com, and today we're going to be diving into how to tune our guitar. Now this is part of a course, but this is aimed at beginners. If you've never tuned your guitar before, if you're curious as to how, or if you just want to make sure you're doing things right, this is exactly what you're going to be doing. So I have my tuner here, and you could be using a variety of tuners. There's a lot of different possibilities today. You could use a clip-on tuner like this one. You could be using your phone with an app, or there's a couple different other ways, but it's very likely that you either have your phone or a clip-on tuner. And so let's just dive right into it. So each string is tuned to a note in the musical alphabet, and they are E, A, D, G, B, E. Now, I would play it on guitar for you, but mine is actually out of tune for this, so listen. That doesn't sound the best, right? So we want to make sure each one is in tune. So turn on your tuner, and your tuner is very likely going to be just sitting at nothing. So mine right now is just sort of green or red. And then you pluck a string, and the tuner will tell you what note it is. And you want to adjust your tuning peg, this thing right here, to the proper note. So you have to listen to which one goes higher and which one goes lower, right? You want to make sure that you're tuning to the correct pitch. Generally speaking, you're going to be tuning higher to the correct pitch. So I'm going to pluck the high E string, and it says it's D sharp right now. So I want to go up to E. I'm tuning up. Great, that one is in tune. So you want to always let the string sit just for a second or two to make sure the tuner is reading it correctly. If you're tuning while plucking it over and over and over again, you're not letting the string sort of just adjust for that second, so it might be going up and down very consistently. You just want to you want to pluck the string, give it a second or two, and then tune the string. Because then you get a proper reading of what note it's tuned to. So we just did the E string, the high E string. Now let's do the B string, the second string. Oop, that was a little bit low. It's a little bit flat, which is the proper word. So we're going to go up to B. Okay, boom. It says B, right? So you might be still adjusting yours. It doesn't matter. Take your time. And so now I'm going to jump to the third string. This one is tuned to F sharp, but it should be G, because our third string is G. So we want to tune up to the note G. Oh, it's a little sharp, so I want to lower it. There we go. So now our fourth string, the D string. Ooh, that one's very low. So now I want to tune up. Still a little flat. And boom, perfect. Now our top four strings are in tune. So now I'm going to go to the fifth string, the A string. Ooh, that's tuned very low. And boom, there we go. We have our top five strings tuned. And now our lowest string is also E, just like the highest string. There we go. So now all my strings are in tune. Okay, so now we've used a chromatic tuner or a tuning app, whatever it is. There are other ways to tune, but a tuning app is the simplest way because it doesn't really make mistakes. There is the very popular 5th fret method to tune, which is where we put our finger on the 5th fret of a string, in this case the low E string, and that note is the same note as the next string. In this case it's the note A. And we can use that to check our tuning. However, if our low E string is not in tune, it's very difficult to make sure all the rest are in tune, and then you're in a different sort of tuning where it's all equal to each other, which it doesn't really matter if you're playing solo, but if you're playing with other people, it's going to be a bit of an issue because everyone should be tuned to the same exact notes. So For this tutorial, we stuck to just the chromatic tuner, but again, if you want to use the 5th fret method, you can look that up. But these days, we almost all have phones, so it's very likely you can get a tuning app and just make your life easier. So that's it for tuning. If you have any questions, feel free to comment, send a message, whatever, and we'll get back to you soon. All right? Bye-bye and have a great day.